Welcome to MegaWorld Lifestyle Mall's online pre-construction guidelines. This video will guide you on how to fill out the concept approval sheet. A soft copy of the template will be sent via email. Ideally, the form should be completed by the store's designer or architect. The concept approval sheet is a pre-construction requirement where the lessee submits their proposed store design, including the layout, furniture, and signage in alignment with MegaWorld Lifestyle Mall's design guidelines. The concept approval sheet must be approved by management before the submission of the construction drawings. When filling out the form, first indicate the mall partner's name. Then select the property, location, level, and category from the drop-down list provided. Next, select the date of submission, then indicate the unit code and type of store. Complete the tenant information section by providing the area of the leased space in square meters based on the approved blow-up plan. Leave the other fields blank if they are not applicable. Storefront. When providing the storefront perspective, insert the image from your saved files. The storefront perspective should be fully rendered and photorealistic. Select whether the storefront condition is existing or new. When choosing the type of storefront, select either open or glass. The glass must be tempered and have a minimum thickness of 12 millimeters. For the storefront opening, select one of the following options: accordion glass door, glass door, polycarbonate roll-up door, sliding storefronts, French door, decorative door, double leaf doors, single glass door. For storefront design, select from 100% open, full glass, glass with accent wall, corner with glass accent wall, corner open with glass, corner 100% open, corner full glass. The succeeding sections will again require fully rendered and photorealistic perspectives of the required store spaces, including the reception or receiving area, dining area, selling area, and other supplementary spaces that will be visible to the public. To fill these out, identify the materials used. The ceiling design should emphasize and highlight specific areas of the store. Acoustic T-runners are not allowed at dining, selling, and equal spaces visible to the public. Open ceiling coverage must be limited to only 30% of the total area of dining, selling, and similar spaces exposed to public view. Exposed underslab elements, such as beams and utility lines, must be painted matte black or an approved equivalent. Provide tagging for exposed utility lines. Interior wall. Recommended wall finishes include the following: tiles, glass, bricks, high-pressure laminates, simulated concrete finish, textured masonry. Incorporating wall accents is greatly encouraged to make the walls more dynamic. All ceilings, walls, flooring, and their associated framings shall be made of non-combustible materials. Provide a 25 mm stainless steel threshold strip along the opening of the leased premises. A minimum size of 600 mm by 600 mm for homogeneous tiles is the standard, but the designer may opt to use other materials, such as porcelain tile, engineered wood, natural stones like marble and granite, and wood plank tile. Other floor materials not specified will be subject to approval. Floor accents are encouraged to create borders and add visual interest to the store design. Provide a metal transition strip flush with the hard surface flooring at all transitions. To complete each section, attach the photo of the specified space. Do not forget to provide the specifications of your materials and attach actual photos for reference. Store layout. First, attach the store floor plan, showing the partitions. Installation of double walls is required. The anchoring method is subject to MegaWorld's approval. For restaurants with kitchens, provide fire bricks along the cooking area and/or stainless steel backing. Please double-check the design guidelines for alignment. For toilet provision, a minimum of 1 PWD accessible toilet will be required for a leasable area of 100 square meters to 180 square meters. A minimum turning space of 1,500 millimeters must be integrated for wheelchair access. 2 occupancy toilets, at least one is PWD accessible, will be required for a leasable area of 181 square meters and above. The toilet areas must be concealed from the dining area and located away from the kitchen, where feasible, to observe hygiene and food safety. All party or demising walls without a demising cap provision are subject to a 600 mm offset or setback from the lease line and must be installed with an architectural glass fin. Where banquet seating is provided, orient it perpendicular to the glass panels to maximize outdoor views. Otherwise, provide decorative base panels, such as wainscoting or an approved equivalent. For retail stores, display windows and back walls must have a setback of 300 millimeters up to a maximum of 1 meter from the glass. The setback for platforms and fixed modules is 50 millimeters to 150 millimeters from the glass. Where enclosed back wall is provided, integrate a concealed access door for maintenance of the space. For mezzanine construction, dining areas and other spaces that allow public access must have a minimum height of 2.20 meters. The structural reinforcement is subject to approval. If the mezzanine will be used as storage, a ceiling height of 1.80 meters is recommended. It is also encouraged to provide an open to below space to accentuate the high ceiling. For the reflected ceiling plan, attach the ceiling layout of your store. The retail partner is required to provide a 600 mm by 600 mm access manhole for maintenance. CCTV cameras should be installed within the leased area and all cables and wiring should be concealed. In construction, there should be a vertical wire mesh or a welded wire above the ceiling area of the leased line. Ceiling hanger should be a 10 mm round bar at 2 meters spacing or less. Wood material, metal furring, and galvanized iron wires are not allowed to be used. Connection to utility lines is also prohibited. There should be no ceiling materials stick out to the storefront. For store lighting, the design must incorporate energy efficiency and should be a high-quality commercial grade. Storefront lighting must be cohesive with the mall hallway. Troffer light and other box-type lighting fixtures, as well as neon lighting of any kind, are not permitted. Floor pattern layout. Floor finish must level with the mall floor. Elevated flooring is only allowed on kitchen. For coring works, retail partners shall submit coring layout plan, and scanning of rebars will required to be witnessed by MegaWorld representative. Provide membrane waterproofing on toilet and other wet areas, while cementitious waterproofing is to applied in dry areas. Waterproofing is subject for 24 hours flood testing. U-channel installation should always be embedded on the flooring and ceiling. Attachment of actual photos of furniture is required and subject to the review and approval of DRI. Furniture should be of high quality and fit the design peg of the store. Signage details. Signage must be decorative and informative with the proper use of colors, materials, type styles, and size. The designer may choose between channelized letters or built-up acrylic with a signage band. For channeled letters, lighting can be front or face lit, 30 to 50% side lit with opaque sidings. Minimum thickness of letter siding is 50 millimeters. Backlit signs are subject for approval. It can also be glass mounted as long as transparent wirings are used and concealed in between glass panels sealed with a clear glass sealant. Lighting must only front lit with painted metal siding, and the background should be opaque, solid panel, and of high quality. Suspended or pendant type is only permitted as secondary signage. To be installed with a maximum setback of 300 millimeters behind the glass and should be front-lit with non-lighted sign band. Headroom clearance must be at least 2,100 millimeters from the finished floor. Unacceptable signage, neon lights, Panaflex, and acrylic built-up are not allowed to be used. Attach the photo of the signage plan, complete with the specification of the materials used. To complete the section, attach the elevation, section, and mounting detail of the signage. Prior to submission, please review the special notes provided on the front page of the concept approval sheet. The DRI officer will input their notations and remarks on the design within 3 to 5 working days, and the form will be sent via email. The section below will be marked Approved or Resubmit by the DRI officer following MegaWorld Lifestyle Mall's design guidelines. Soft copies of architectural plans must include an e-signature. Please note that incomplete submission requirements will cause delays in the approval process. Once the concept approval sheet is approved, Tenant Relations will issue the notice to proceed. For architectural, electrical, mechanical, fire protection, plumbing, sanitary, structural, and gas. 11 sets must be submitted to Mall Admin Office. 7 sets stamp with building permit application, wherein the 5 sets are for building permit application. 2 sets for barangay permit application. 4 sets stamp with approved with comments. 1 set for owner, 1 set for the contractor, 1 set for the building administration, and 1 set for the design review and implementation. Thank you, and welcome to MegaWorld Lifestyle Malls.